So, boys and girls, it is Laferde back here, board member of TDW. And with me today, I've got Sean, who is representing Mordecai Shaw.
Hello.
How you doing, Sean?
Very well, sir. How are you? How's yourself?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. So, on behalf of the board of TDW, I just want to welcome you into the family for a start. This is obviously
Thank
your
you.
first venture with us.
Thank
I
you. Yes, it
believe
is.
your first recording, if I'm right.
This is the first kind of anything we have done. Yeah.
Okay,
Where
so basically how we're gonna you're representing Mordecai because
I
Mordecai is
am.
obviously your
Mordecai is a very let's just say hidden figure when it comes to publicity. So I handle all of like the interviews and the social media side, and
you're the
then
press person for him.
I'm Mordecai's PR.
PR relations, we like it. It also stops me getting any potential danger with Mordecai as well.
Yeah, I can. I'll deflect any heat. I'll
Yeah, if
deflect
I
any
ask the wrong
heat.
questions, that's me getting more enemies.
Yeah,
So
we have.
obviously you are new to us, TDW. So going into this rumble, I mean, I've seen the footage of you. I've done a bit of your promoting already, and obviously we've exchanged back and forth about future promotions for you. Mordecai is a pretty beast of a guy. Like I would not. The fact that you're sat like in the dark now and can just see your face, like if that was an alleyway, I would not want to go down there.
He could be here. He could be here. We're out in the rain. You can probably hear. I do apologize if you can. We we're out in the rain, but yeah, as you said, Mordecai's he's just a very violent man. He likes to cause a lot of destruction wherever he goes, and he's not really that bothered who he hurts doing it.
So the fact that he's in a rumble for his debut is a great way to
Of course,
introduce
of course.
himself.
It's just nine other people to beat on.
Yeah, exactly. Like the bit. I mean, I'm all for the violence and the carnage and that. Like, so as long as it doesn't involve me and I'm not the one on the receiving end of it, like
I think
I can take.
I can assure your safety, Laferde. I can assure your safety.
I knew it. I had a feeling. Right, I'm putting this out there, just a little deflection here. If Laferde ever puts a team together, Mordecai's on that team.
We'll see what we can do.
When we make our own version of Survivor Series, he's the top person, like the first draft, however you want to do it.
I'm sure I can convince him.
Like chance I might ever get in on the wrong side of this guy. So, I mean, yeah. So, like, back to the footage and that, like, not scared of a bit of brutality.
He's not. He's not. There's one thing that Mordecai can do, and it's give a beating and also take one. Essentially, he's been in quite a few Extreme Rules matches. He's
Okay.
got a death match coming up fairly soon with a different promotion, and he's just he just enjoys the pain, is what he's told me.
Okay. So we might need to get an ambulance on standby then.
I think he can be. He's very he's very aware of his audience. So
Okay.
like, if
I mean
there's
that
he likes to be big and scary, but no one wants children to he wants children to cry, but no one wants children to be scarred to not potentially come back. He knows where
no.
his he knows the limit. He pushes the limit very very closely, but he knows the limit.
He also is like it reminds me of like horror villains sort of thing.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
he's
could build like a franchise around this guy.
he could like he genuinely he could appear anywhere. He's
Yeah.
some like some he's got very what's the word, like psychological horror vibes.
He very much does. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
he's a scary
the
man.
flashing lights behind you as you said that. Then that really sold that. Then
Oh, there is.
that was like perfect timing. We
He's
didn't even have
coming.
to edit that part.
There he is.
He could. He's very much. I mean, I don't watch wrestling as much as I probably should do, considering the industry I'm in. But like it reminds me of like an old school Kane where you'd see him, you'd see the music, you'd see him come out, and you think, shit, like
Oh
the
yeah,
person on the end of that.
I think people are like getting to realize within like the wrestling community that it's similar to the gong. When you hear
Yes.
when you hear Mordecai's music, somebody's about to get a beating, and it never usually ends good for the person who's on the receiving end of it. So for him to enter a rumble at what stage we don't know, because he doesn't really care at what point he enters the said rumble. And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
whether it be first or whether it be last, he's just going to enjoy the beating.
Yeah, so any of the other competitors that are in the Rumble, have you, as Mordecai or... Oh my god, that is so scary when it's like that on camera.
I do apologise.
No, that was cool. That was like, as soon as you finished saying that, the light went off. I was like, oh my god, this is... I am about to die right now.
Just making sure that he's not here. I think we're good.
Everybody, if you see this after the video and Laferde's around no more, you know why.
Sean cannot be held responsible. I'm just here chatting.
You're the peacekeeper.
I am.
Has Mordecai ever faced any of the opponents he has in the Rumble before?
He has not. He's wrestled within the same company as Kid Rock,
Okay.
but he's never faced any of the other competitors. He's been keeping an eye on some of them because I believe I think it was Mr. Ian Frost who mentioned his name in a previous podcast, and he's very looking forward to a tussle with him. And yeah, I think the lineup is strong, but ultimately, I think we all heard the podcast where everyone favoured Mordecai, and it's undeniable that he's going to win.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I wouldn't put my money on, not because I don't think he'd win, but because I wouldn't make much back. If that makes sense, like it's like you won't back the 1 to 10 favourite, would you? Because you wouldn't get naught from that.
You get 50p back from a pound bet.
Which sounds so biased coming from a board member, but like I'm just trying to keep myself safe, really.
No,
Like,
you're like it's fully understandable. Like you would bet on the wolf within the pen of sheep.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he is. He's a wolf going into a pen of sheep.
It makes it's sort of like a different irony that, like, if you'd have had a history with someone previously, you could almost be like, oh, he's gonna go in and gun straight for them. But the fact that you are like newish to facing anybody in there, or even being in the same match ring, arena, if you would, it's very interesting, because then it's the concept of, I wonder who we will go for first now.
Anybody with eyes and a heartbeat.
I think I'm busy at that time of the match.
You're back in catering during the Rumble.
Yeah, to be fair, you lost me at eyes. So. Okay, so my own safety is confirmed. That's all right. Everybody else, I'm not too bothered about, because we need, the entertainment values there for us, I guess. So, in terms of his finisher,
he doesn't really have like he's got a few. So if he's going for like just to cause pure pain, he does like a Vader bomb. But for a Rumble, I think he'll unlock his he's got a gorilla press he can use. I don't think he can gorilla press some of the guys, but he'll give it a go. Little choke slam over the rope.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to see bodies hitting the floor?
I mean, it sounds like Mordecai wants to put them through the floor. Never mind hitting it.
He's yet to come through the ring. He's yet to come
get
through
like padding for under the floor, for the soil and the rats and whatever else lives under there.
I hope you've got public liability insurance.
We need like earthquake insurance by the sounds of it. But how hard he's going to be throwing these people out. But it is interesting though, because obviously different people have got different moves that they use in their repertoire. So like it is interesting to see how they have to adjust for a specific match type like a rumble.
I think Mordecai's got the brutality. So even if it comes to just beating a man down until he's on the
Yeah,
floor, picking him up, chucking him
of
over,
course.
or
Just
in
basically, you're
some.
just gonna throw out 9 corpses by the sounds of it.
It is, yeah, it is. It's going to be. I hope you're ready to witness the brutality on the 28th.
I am, but now I've just realised that I will be doing the pre-match and post-match promos with this guy.
I'm
So
sure
like
if
pre-match, I'm not too worried about because nothing's quite happened yet. But if it doesn't go his way post-match, I might be in a little bit of danger. I know you said I'm safe, but like this guy
emotions
loses
will
his
run
temper,
high
I
if
know
he
I'm
if he
safe.
doesn't win. Emotions run. I've seen him on the receiving end of a loss, and I wouldn't say that Mordecai's a sore loser. He just doesn't like losing. It was a very big mess to clean up.
Yeah, I've got a long drive
Scraping
home after this show.
scraping some bodies off of a floor is never great.
All right, be right back. I'm just gonna text my boss to say that the week after the show I might be ill or like in a hospital or something like.
Oh, you should go in wearing a neck brace.
Funny enough, I was actually talking to my boss about Mordecai today. They're like a bit of a peel of the back curtain moment here. They were like, "Oh, we're off for drinks because so and so is leaving. What are you doing after work?" And I was like, "I've got a recording with this guy." And I was like, "I haven't actually met or spoke to this guy properly yet, but from what I've seen, he will fuck everybody up that is in his way." I was like,
He's
"He is literally like the big bad out of anything." Yeah. I was
he's just
like, I'm a little bit scared, Kath. I'm not gonna lie.
he's just a man who enjoys beating people up. Is the long and short of it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like someone I want to spend all my time with. I mean, put it this way, I'm not jealous of the people in the ring.
I'll put in a good word for you, Laferde. I'll put in a good word.
Oh, yes, I knew it. Talent relations going up. So,
Laferde equals friend.
you just put it as simple as that.
Yeah.
The third equal sign friend. That's it. That's all we need. Even do it in emojis, so it's even simpler.
I'll send him a carrier pigeon after the pod.
So, yeah, you just said before about you've done a few Extreme Rules matches and all that.
Mhm.
Like, I'm going to assume that you didn't, or he didn't, or anyone from his team didn't get the most brutal part of their matches. Like they weren't the worst off person, if that makes sense.
He's some of them he's taken quite a brutality, but he gives double what he gets. So
Yeah, okay.
it's there's always been some sort of turmoil from any of his extreme matches, and yeah, he's put. I mean, his open hand combat. He's a pretty dangerous guy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you give him a kendo stick or a chair, a baking tray, any form of weapon, it like the danger risk goes up 500%.
I can imagine. Like, I mean, I suppose in the right hands, anything can be a weapon to someone, can't it?
Yeah, I've seen him use stop signs, cleaning signs. He used a laptop once.
Oh my god.
He yeah, chairs, anything. He he's a biter as well. He's not
Oh
afraid to
right,
chew.
okay.
He's not afraid to chew on some faces.
Just get a bit peckish in the middle of a match, and
Of course.
keeps the energy levels up.
Yeah, got to get your protein in.
No, see, the more I'm scrolling through social media doing what I'm doing for our team and that, I keep coming up with like videos of these death matches and stuff, and I see them. And I'm like, I would not love to be involved in one of them, because I definitely would not love to be involved in one of them. But like to see one of them would be crazy. So the fact that Mordecai does Extreme Rules and that, I've got my future planning ahead schedule in my head now. Like I'm thinking, oh yeah, we'll just get a few doors, window frames, and that, and see what we can do.
Oh yeah. You don't have to throw someone very hard to put them through a door.
get a steel door. Is he how does he work in? I'm just again future planning here. In terms of like teamwork,
He's
is he
very much
more of a,
Mordecai is very much a he will rewrite the word team to put an I in it.
yeah? I thought it might be the case.
He I'm sure it can probably be negotiated because I think if there's a reason to have a teammate, he will have a teammate. But if there is no reason to have a teammate, then it's just someone getting in his way from reaching the top.
Yeah, I was just thinking from a selfish own amusement sort of view, just pitting him with a higher flyer just to see the contrast and how that would work. But I'll avoid that because I ain't gonna piss him off. So with Mordecai, obviously the goal is to win the Rumble and to win the belt.
Yeah.
Where does he want to go after that? Like obviously retaining the belt and so on and
Well,
so on. But
I think when Mordecai wins the Rumble and the belt, it's I don't believe there's any person in Brit who can who will be able to take it off of him. We could be seeing an undefeated streak of Oscar proportions here. Not even Goldberg.
yeah,
It's going to be he's not as previously stated. He's not really a fan of losing, and if he's given a reason to not lose, the you'll have to pry it out of his cold dead hands. And many people have tried to do stuff that will cause serious injury and or mameness, but he's going to be in the Rumble, so yeah, there's not really a chance. You know, the best way I can describe it is, when your dog gets a bit of food and you're trying to take the food off the dog, there's ain't
yeah.
no way you get no, Mordecai will eat you up and spit you out before he gives you that belt back.
It's so funny you should say that because my sister's got like a little pug. She comes here sometimes, and like she's like the softest, nicest dog ever. She loves to. She doesn't do anything. She just likes to lay next to someone so she's not on her own, sort of thing. You give her a treat, she will growl at you. She will pretend to bite you, try to bite you. She will do everything under the sun to tell you that that treat is hers.
Oh,
But
of course.
she won't eat. She
Oh,
won't eat it. She won't eat it until you've even tried to do any of that to her. It's like a game she plays, and it sounds exactly like that's what Mordecai's like.
Oh
Like
yeah, so yeah, Mordecai is. There's an animal that kills for fun.
yeah,
There, yeah, he is a little. He is the Indominus Rex of the wrestling world, where they realise that it's killing for sport, not for
yeah.
nutrition or whatever. He will, yeah, that's what he'll do.
Oh, Navy's gonna love that you just made a Jurassic Park reference.
Oh, we love dinosaurs.
I can't wait to text her after this and tell her that. She's gonna be so buzzing, honestly. Right, okay. Because like I'm thinking now, he gets the belt, he stays on top. That's going to be a lot of our roster that's going to be hurt, injured, unable to compete, scared to compete. Like, are we going to get to a point now where like people walking through the corridor in the locker room and they see him and they're thinking, "Yep, I didn't know why I came in here. I need to go somewhere else."
Mordecai is the reason why you forget you walked in a room.
Yeah, he's just got that presence and
Yeah,
like an aura about him. And, oh, okay.
I've seen it happen many a time. We'll just be having a chat. Someone will walk in, and it's very, yeah, the awkward turnaround you have to do when you forget why you walked into a room.
Yeah, just looking at you and like, get out of my way, get out of here. He's definitely going on Team Laferde. I'm not even sorry to other TDW roster, other TDW board members. I don't even care. Like, you heard this guy. Like, I ain't getting away with that. I got here first, so that's how it goes. So
Oh, well,
with Mordecai, like, how when you're that much of like a machine and like a, not to offend him, but like a monster, like, oh my god, there's a lightning above your head. Then that is crazy.
we
A little
are.
flashing light above your head. Honestly, the timing of these lights on your camera is unbelievable.
So
You
I'm
got like the little top bit there. It's just like flashing for me. That is great.
I'll give you a little bit of insight. I'm sat in an industrial car park, just listening to the rain. That's it. That's all he needs to do. This is how we get tranquility. He gets
Okay, well,
tranquility, not we. That
whatever.
would
I guess whatever works works. Like if it's
it
not broken,
does.
don't fix it.
What was your question? Sorry.
So like obviously he's like not a force to be reckoned with. Like, is there actually much preparation he has to do for a match, even if
No,
it's a match like a rumble? Because like I imagine this is just nature to him now.
absolutely not. It's the second the music hits to the second his hand is raised. He red dots anyone in that ring.
Yeah.
Someone once referenced him to Festus as a
Oh yeah, I
mistake because
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
he took that as a bit of an insult, but they weren't wrong. But he definitely he has just immense rage in him at all times. Like when Hulk says he's always angry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Never seen Mordecai smile. Never heard Mordecai
Okay.
talk. Like not just between me and him. He's in public settings. I've never even seen
Yeah,
him in a public setting. He should be doing
yeah,
this.
yeah. It doesn't sound like he's the sort of guy that should be like out in the public.
He's definitely not someone you want to run into in an industrial estate when it's like late,
No,
dark and raining.
100% no. That's what I mean. Like it's like horror film vibes, like horror villain vibes. I mean, it's great for him, but it's terrifying for everybody else. Okay, so going previously before you joined ourselves, you think? I mean, I already think I know the answer to this one, but has there ever been a moment where Mordecai's had doubt that he would not win a match?
No,
No.
absolutely not. No,
Is it one that you think he wouldn't have shown, or one that he's just not expressed to you or anyone else, or?
I don't think Mordecai has the ability to doubt himself because
Okay.
he knows how dominant he is. He knows how destructive he is, and I think he's very much aware of the physical harm he can cause with his own two hands. Similar to when people are like, "Oh, you don't know your own strength." Mordecai has
Yeah, yeah.
studied him. Yeah, Mordecai has studied himself. He knows
Okay.
how strong he is. He has figured out where he sits in the food chain, and has realized that everybody else is below that. He
Yeah.
is, for lack of a better word, he is not to gimmick infringe here. He is an apex predator.
Oh yes. I love it. Yeah. So any of the other competitors that's watching is thinking that you're going to get some clues or hints about how to beat Mordecai. It looks like that is
Oh,
not
there's
happening.
none. There's none. There's nothing anybody can do to prepare for Mordecai. Like there's no amount of mental, physical preparation you can do because at the end of the day, the dude is 7 foot tall, so you can't even
Yeah.
look him in the eyes.
I mean, I couldn't, regardless of how tall it was, but that'd be
He's,
that must be quite terrifying for the other people then now to know and hear this, so that like you are gonna get beaten by this guy. Like you can obviously try your best and do what you can do, but eventually you're gonna take a battering.
yeah, he's gonna open many a 6 pack of whoop ass that he will share between 9 people.
I was gonna say it needs to be a 9 pack. We'll get family size in.
We'll get a 10-pack and he can save one for whoever meets him in the final.
Yeah, again, like the King of the Skies tournament. Like, has he ever faced anyone from that branch of obviously the
No,
competition?
he's shared a show with Sir Ryan Matthews,
Okay.
but that is it. But we've never he's never tussled with anyone.
I mean, it doesn't sound like it's much tussling. It sounds very one-sided.
Okay, he's never beaten.
Beat any of them up? Yeah.
Not yet. All depends. All depends.
So when he because obviously we did the draw for the Skies tournament, we did the draw for the Rumble. I mean, I don't think he would have had a preference, but do you think he would have had a preference whether to be in the tournament or the Rumble? Because like,
I didn't even know he was in it. I was just listening to the pod as I do every week, and
okay.
his name popped up, and I was like, oh, news to me, because nobody tells me nothing. I think, given the setting of a rumble
Yeah.
and the opportunity in which to lay waste to multiple people at once,
Yeah.
he would have chosen the rumble.
Yeah, his more preferred way because it's
And then
more
he can
people.
just sit and pick, or just sit and watch, and then potentially pick at the bones to whoever ends up being the number one contender from King of the Skies.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to look at it actually. Yeah, because
Mordecai's favorite thing is just causing harm and intent to others around him. And if you're putting him in a ring with 9 other people, in which there are no rules in a rumble. All you have
yeah,
to do is throw him over the top rope.
yeah.
So if Mordecai sees fit, Mordecai will do whatever. Mordecai knows the rules of a rumble. So as long as he doesn't go over the top getting out,
Yep.
there's no reason why he can't just toy with people until he sees fit to eliminate them.
Yeah, like you said before about being an Apex Predator, it turns into like a game for them. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
He very much plays with this food.
yeah, I can tell he's giving that sort of vibe about it. Like I say, I'm glad I haven't received the end of any of this because
No, Laferde, I promise you, I give you my word.
my TDW career would be over before it's even began.
Well, I think you've got enough of your own business happening anyway, don't you?
Uh, to be fair, I mean, it's going all right, but I don't know. I like doing this side of things. Me, like I like doing the social media side of it and the advertising and I don't really do the shows. I don't do anything on camera or anything really. That's not my style. I prefer to be the one backstage, and that's I say backstage where it's safer. But now I'm thinking about it, there's probably more things to use as weapons there.
Mordecai doesn't really converse with people backstage. He will find a
Oh
dark
no, I
cupboard.
mean if he's in a bad mood and I'm just stood in the way or something.
Oh yeah, run!
Yeah, like
Just
glad we're not at the point where we've got our own car park or anything yet. Like bloody hell, I'll be getting run
throw
over or
someone,
something.
throw someone else in front of you.
With Mordecai, like what made him decide to go into a ring and be like, I am gonna fuck people up?
He was locked away for a very long time and kind of became his own friend. And
Yeah,
obviously, if you're like isolated for an extended period of time, you start to go delusional, and you make obviously making your own friends, the voices, and then when he was freed, the people that found him just weren't very nice to him. So he just kind of has an innate hatred for any other human.
okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say you seem to be quite lucky that you're like the chosen
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Similar to like Peter Parker is the only person who can get pictures from Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's a lot of
But
flagpoles to climb up.
we don't talk about that.
No, we do not. Right, so I guess my final question is then, Mordecai brings this pain and this destruction. Is there like a moment afterwards where he'll just like crash out, or is it just constant energy with this guy?
It's
Like, cause
constant. There is
well,
he can be in the longest of matches, and the energy will stay the same.
yeah, okay.
He is 100% intense.
Well, I mean that's worrying for everybody else, I guess. Like, cause
It is.
like
It's going to
you
be
see it in matches, don't you? Like at some point you can see where someone's starting to like fade a bit. But if he's
he can like, of course everyone can have their moments in a match, but then
yeah,
most likely the opponent will do something stupid like hit him, which will just wake him up again.
yeah, snapping back into it.
Yeah, like he can just be like lulling, and then they'll be stupid enough to try and hit him, and in which case just straight back up. And yeah, absolute destruction for whoever is unlucky enough to be on the other side of the ring.
I was going to say that sounds like probably one of the most dangerous times that he's at. Like once like he's realised someone's hit him to snap him back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine it's like an absolute fury there.
Yeah, he's very vocal in his roars. He's got lion-like roars.
I might hear it backstage then. Well, I mean, I for one am looking forward to having him there because I want the chaos and the not the pain, but you know, like the actual impact and destruction that this guy is going to bring.
He's looking forward to it as well.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming around very quickly. Though, to say it's 10 days away now, and probably less by the time that this recording goes out as well. Could be even less. Yeah. So I think if I remember rightly how we were planning to record this, we're gonna have a message from our sponsors now. Is there anything you would like to say before we depart, or? No, I think Mordecai is in the room with me now. Oh my goodness. I am so glad I'm not on the receiving end of that.
Sorry. I blacked out for a minute there.
Yeah, what? I think we just met Mordecai for the first time.
Oh. I can only apologise.
Yeah,
Are you saying anything?
No, I mean, I'm blind as shit, but I could see that he was looking directly at me, and that was terrifying.
Oh. Well, I don't know what happened. Like I think my phone lost connection for a second. But I'm back now. But no, I think I briefly heard your message. Crackly, perhaps. Just stay out of his way. Is the easiest. Maybe just eliminate yourselves.
Yeah, just
save yourself a beating.
Rough.
Save yourself a beating.
Oh my god, that was actually terrifying. I think we're yeah.
You okay, Laferde?
That was just a scary moment. That bloody hell. Right, I think this is the part where Kurt or Ryan need to edit now, and we just cut to the sponsors.
Let's do it.
Trees. Do you like cards? Do you like frogs? What about all three together? Because Ryan has got the place for you. Tell him, Ryan.
How is this you doing a promo for Tree Frog Grading, our partner that grades cards and then gives us a discount code? That was just you throwing it over to me.
Yeah, it's called delegation.
It's called you having this information in front of you for 2 years and never paying attention to it. That's what that is.
Yeah, is it on Braille on my screen? No, it's not.
Good point. Tree Frog Grading is a partner we've had for 2 years now, and you can still get your cards graded and use the code TWD15 for 15% off. That's treefroggrading.com. And don't forget, if they've got any other promotion running on the website, you can add our code on top of that to save yourself even more money. Laferde, it's as easy as that. Get your cards graded. Get your cards graded at a discounted price with the code TWD15. TreeFrogGrading.com.
Ribbit.
Laferde, this is how you do a promo. You ready?
Well, when's someone going to turn up to show me how to do it?
Wow. I'll show you how to do it. Our friend JC has got his very own clothing range. It's called Graffiti Washed. Laferde, you remember JC, don't you, when he came on the podcast?
I do, because we got a few messages and I thought, who is this guy?
Yeah, well, JC came on the podcast and he told us all about his clothing range, Graffiti Washed. And with us, you can get 30% off by using the code TalksWithDorks30. Go check out his clothing range. It's fun, it's funky. Some people call it controversial. As long as you're talking about it, as long as you're buying it, and as long as you're wearing it. Graffiti Wash, TalksWithDorks30 for 30% off. See? Easy as that, mate.
Speaking of controversial, it means you might be able to get some of your own clothes instead of wearing everyone else's.
Fair point. Watch back any of our TDW shows recently.
Watched them back. I've done nothing but. I'm the guy editing all of them.
No, where would we find it? YouTube or?
Oh, again, mate. Like, you're part of this podcast. How do you not know that we have a Patreon page? You've got content on there that you made.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't see what I was doing.
It always goes back to the site. Kurt, you're quite good with this. Why don't you give Laferde the little rundown on how, where, and what is available on offer for him to get our Patreon page?
Kurt, do it in your announcer voice.
It is easy to find, even if you're visually challenged. And yes, I will do it in the announcer voice.
Get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Talks with Dorks has its own Patreon page where you can find exclusive content recorded by our very own man who doesn't have a single clue what he's doing, the one and only Laferde. You can also see all of TDW's full wrestling events in all of their glory as they happen live with exclusive match commentary and behind the scenes and backstage interviews as well, plus a whole heap more besides. That is all available on the Talks with Dorks Patreon, patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast.
See, Laferde, if you could, you've been around for 2 years and you still can't make an effort like that at all.
Well, if I was a goose, I'd have bumps right now. Just hearing Kurt with that announcer voice is just worth pissing you off every week.
Really? And did you know, Laferde, that you don't even have to pay for the first month? We have got a link that will be down below that you can get the first month free.
It means at the bottom of the video, not Australia.
Where did I say?
Down below.
That's down under.
Not up here, it's not.
Fair enough.
Please subscribe, we need the money.
Find us at patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast. 1 month free if you click the link below. It edges ever closer. Danger Zone. TDW's Danger Zone happening February 28th at the Basildon Sport and Leisure Club. And as we record this, we are 9-10 days away. When this comes out, it will be just over a week. As you know, we've got all kinds of things happening. We've spoke to the girls that are going one-on-one against each other. We've spoke to the tag team. We've spoke to one of the matches happening in the tournament. We've spoken to a couple of the guys in the Rumble. Well, I've got a couple of guests with me tonight that are also both going to be there in different capacities. One of them will be by the side of his tag team partner, RJ Singh, who was going to be here tonight, but he is being a strong dad and being a dad by tending to his little one who's not well. But joining me on behalf of RJ Singh right now, and because he's going to be there anyway, Sunset Skip. Skip, how are you doing?
I'm always good. I'm always happy to be the accoutrement to RJ Singh's main course. I'm his side dish, his side piece, his side man, whatever you want to call me. I am by his side.
This happens. It happens a lot, but this is the point of being a strong dad and being a team, right?
That's it.
Even when you can't wrestle yourself, you're still even willing to make the journey, make the travel, do the whole traveling gimmick, and get into the show. So,
100%, 100%. That's why we team up. You know, we are stronger together.
While we're on the subject of healing, how are things going?
Good is the short answer. I'm seeing the surgeon again in a couple of months. He's very happy with everything so far. I'm out with a boot. I'm walking. I'm working out again. So fingers crossed for a late 2026 in-ring return. So watch this space.
Well, you know, we've got things going on halfway through the year, so we are very looking forward to having you back, and hopefully that's
fingers,
the main
toes, eyes, everything crossed for the big return ski.
Exactly. And someone else who's making a return, someone that was there for our first show, someone who was in the main event of our first show against the Pond Bros. The first time they'd ever tag team with each other, sorry. They were against the Showtime Darlings in the form of Mr. Dexter. And at the time, a man called David Blackadder. But since last time we saw David, he's literally became a new man, from what I understand. The Showtime Darlings, as we know, are no longer, but in their place is now two individuals that are both in this Rumble, and one of them is here right now as this new man I've just mentioned, David Bavarra. David, welcome back to TDW.
It's a pleasure is a strong word to be back. But what it is going to be is retribution and revenge. Because last time I underestimated my opponents. And this time that mistake will not happen again. And I will be victorious. And yes, it is a pleasure for you to have me here.
Absolutely. I mean, again, David, this is why you obviously you're always considered a member of the TDW roster. So when we were choosing names to go in to the ballot that was going to be picked for the entrance for the Rumble, your name was definitely going to be in there. So we were all very happy to see your name come up and that you would be returning. And even better that when we spoke to you, you were available to be there. Again, I know there's been a lot of talk about that main event. Even we've had a lot of issues going on, and Mr. Dexter himself, the tag team partner you had before, he brought something to us attention. I'm trying to get my words out because I don't want to go down the route, because the issues we had where people were saying that the GMs were too far involved, for example, that led to the decision of the match, etc. Obviously, we'd have loved to have brought them in front of you to explain all actions. Everything got dealt with while you weren't there for the last show. But obviously, I'm sure you might be aware, the GMs have now moved on. They've gone on to other pastures and other ventures. So we have a new GM, Max, who also was going to be here tonight. But it turns out for him, football is more important than running a GM. Being a GM, we'll have a chat about that already. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is it's a new, stronger TDW. As you may be aware, when that show was happening, TDW wasn't even a thing. That was going to be a one-off. This is now a company. So welcome back. I hope that pleasure of coming back when you've been to our next show, put on a great show with us and been a part of it all, you will be happy to be back.
I'm sure the appearance of professionalism will finally make its mark on TDW. I am excited to see GMs not getting in my business, not interfering, and then scuttling off before I have the chance to say something to them. Oh, how convenient. How convenient. We'll just have to see what happens. Maybe I just have to take some of that frustration out on RJ Singh.
Whoa.
Okay. I mean, that was something I was going to approach because obviously, RJ isn't here, but Skip will always step in. And even myself, I mean, again, you were there for that show. I've stepped foot into the ring with RJ at a TDW show. Mr. Dexter stepped foot in the ring with RJ. You haven't, I believe. You've never crossed paths with RJ before. But this is something that is going to happen, and it's an interesting conversation we can have with yourself and Skip being here, because I'm sure Skip will definitely defend RJ's corner.
Oh, for sure.
No, it's nice to have RJ's, little side thing here to speak for him. But it's all right.
First of all, there's nothing little about Big Skip, brother. But you know what? As I said, sometimes a team, they're there together, they're there as individuals, but either way, we are together as one. But even without me by his side, RJ Singh is 24 years of excellence in British wrestling, European wrestling, one of the greatest to have ever laced boots. And there's only 3 short letters that are ever needed, and that's DDT. And as we all know, that spells the end.
That's a lovely, lovely little puff piece for RJ. And when you say, what was it, 24 years? Wow.
Exactly.
Man, I respect him. I respect you. You guys are legends of the industry, legends of British wrestling. People who I watched when I was a kid. You might not know that. I've seen you guys wrestle before I even stepped into the ring. I knew who you guys were. I'd seen you guys lace your boots and step into the ring. I cheered you guys on when I was a child. But I learned. I grew up. I stepped into the ring, and when I see someone called a legend, it doesn't fill me with that feeling of awe, of excitement. No. It just shows me someone who should have packed it in a long time ago, and some new blood just needs to come in and finish off the soil.
Now, that's cool. But saying what I said was a little puff piece. We have heard so many people every 4 or 5 years. Someone comes in. Oh, you've been doing this a while. Oh, it's time for the new blood. Oh, it's not happened yet. You're not going to be the first. You're certainly not the last to say that. But you will be yet another person left in the wake of someone like RJ Singh, of someone like Sunset Skip.
I mean, I'm going to have to interject because I've heard this. We heard this with the Kings. And there's one thing that RJ will stand here, and he pointed to me as he walked away from that match against Mr. Dexter and said, that's free. That's 3 times he's been told, well, okay, maybe not from me, but I'm pretty much the same age as him, but twice he's been told about putting it behind him and that the new blood's going to take over already with us. David, are you the one? Are you the one that's going to put those words into the full action now? Because again, like I said, I know I've seen that this David that we saw before. Yes, okay, there was, I would say, some attitude coming from the Showtime darlings, but the attitude you've come back with that I've seen out there on the circuit is stronger. I'm not going to say RJ should be worried that the words are going to be finally put into practice, but am I right in thinking that this David that's coming back is definitely going to put them words into the strongest practice we've ever seen?
I'm not going to promise. Like RJ, like Sunset has said, to put people out into retirement, to send them off, to bring them to pastures new. Yeah, that is old and tired and shredded. People promising to come in and be the new star. What I will promise is that no matter what, I will hurt RJ Singh. I will make sure that he's sitting right next to you, Sunset, on that little injury shelf. And I will laugh when I break his back. Because step aside or pushed aside, they both come to the same result, and they're both done by the same method. Death by slam.
Okay.
Strong words.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we're focusing on the fact that I feel like, David, there is, we're focusing on RJ because Skip's here. But there are 8 other men in this match, and we don't know when or where you're going to be factored into this. There are obviously 10 entrants coming out at different times.
There's a lot of meat in that match.
There is a lot of meat in that match. There's some other big guys, which I'm not going to lie. Hey, I might be promoting the show, but I'm also a wrestling fan. I'm very excited to see the tangle that's going to happen. We've got big guys like Mordekai Shaw making his debut for TDW, who's out there making a massive mark on the scene as the monster he is. The Enforcer Ian Frost. I mean, again, another big guy, loves a spear. And then not just that, Sullivan King. I mean, Sullivan King, we've seen him in tag team action at TDW.
That's one of the toughest dudes going. I may not like him, but I gotta say, that is a guy who hits harder than a train.
He is, at date, in the only tag team that has done both tag team matches on our show, but he's out there on every other circuit as a solo compare, tearing up with big names. So they're just the big guys. Then you've got other talent in there. I mean, again, we've mentioned that Mr. Dexter, your former tag team partner, I know for a fact he's actually really excited to see you. So, I mean, we spoke about this when we had the Scotsmen, who are tag team that have been separated. One's in the tournament, one's in the Rumble. There are a fact that the Showtime Darlings haven't seen each other since May, but you'll both be in the ring same time together. So will the Kings of the Ring, Richie and Sullivan King.
Yeah, it will be really fun to reunite with Mr. Dexter. It will be really fun indeed. And I don't put anything past any other competitor. I give my respect to everyone who steps foot in the ring. But at the end of the day, no one else is David Bavarra. At the end of the day, no one else is the Slam King. At the end of the day, no one else is the Hybrid Heavyweight. At the end of the day, no one else is the Maltese Mountain. At the end of the day, no one else is the big, bad Slam Daddy himself. And we'll see what comes to pass.
If there's one thing I'm happy about, is this is the David I've seen out there on the circuit, and this is the David I wanted coming back. If there's one thing I saw every time I saw someone else's name come out of that ballot for the tournament, for the Rumble, every one of you deserve to be there. And I want every one of you to win. I want every one of you to win. But only one of you will. And I believe you. I believe you're going to give us 110%. And that is why I'm so happy that you are back, David. Even Skip, I mean, yeah, Skip's going to say, obviously, he's going to go there and say he wants his tag team partner to win. But even Skip,
hey, I can't
been
lie,
around this for a long time to know that Rumbles don't always go the way that the big game gets talked up.
There's, Ryan Savagery, when you were more active in the ring, you've been in heaps of Rumbles. I wish I could say it comes down to the strongest, to the most experienced, to the heaviest, the baddest, the meanest. Rumbles are a complete lottery. Don't get me wrong, I have every faith that RJ's experience will prevail, but there's Sullivan King, who's dangerous. There's Richie, who's dangerous. There's Alex Dexter, who all three are going to be gunning for RJ. There's Dave Bavarra, who's already setting the table and saying, well, he's got after a piece of RJ. There's Mordekai Shaw, he's big, he's bad, there's dangerous. Ian Frost, he's an absolute monster of a man. We got one of the Flying Scotsmen, There's an incredibly dangerous and varied field in that match where you just cannot pick one definitive winner. Paul Johnson Naylor's in there as well, old school Paul. There's so many variables that go into a match like this. You cannot ever make a definitive prediction.
There's what I see. Then you've got young Kid Rock, and I'm not putting him past him. Very young lad, very good talent,
young boy.
Yeah, exactly. And it wouldn't be the first time a Rumble's been won by the talent that no one expected to win it. That's for sure. And there's another point you weren't there. Another person you haven't seen since May, and I saw your face light up there, David. Goonie Dad himself, Paul Johnson Naylor.
Oh, I forgot that he was a part of this match.
It's a lot of enemies you're making in this match, Dave. It's not looking good for you, man.
Oh, a lot of enemies, but, what's wrestling without a couple of enemies?
A couple's one thing, but a whole field gunning for you. Trust me, I've been on the receiving end of that one where you've got a whole field in Rumble going, well, you're big, you're bad, you're mean, let's gang up. Trust me, from experience, that's not an experience you want to have. That's not a position you want to be in.
Oh, I've had enough Rumbles where I've seen everyone's eyes light up and then instantly die out when I start slamming. And old school Paul, I'm gonna start slamming. Oh, I cannot wait to see my old chum back in the ring. And on that term of Kid Rock, I know Kid Rock very well. I trained with Kid Rock. I helped Kid Rock when he was coming up, first starting out as a wrestler. I know that kid. And I know the fire in that kid's heart. And it's going to be so funny when I snuff it out.
Yeah, and it kind of brings to mind one thing I didn't think of. We've been talking a lot about who's gonna maybe side with who in the match, because like we said, we've got at least 2 former tag team partners and one person that's not. RJ won't have his tag team partner in the ring, but
I'm there in spirit, and I'm there on the outside. Who knows what could happen? I got 1.75 working legs. You know.
Yeah, but old school Paul, first time back in the TDW ring, and he will not have his tag team partner even in the country. He will literally be thousands of miles away. So, I believe, at least maybe one thing we could hope on, that maybe RJ and Paul will realise that there might be tag partners less, but if everyone's gunning for them by the looks of it, and I know, David, I can see that glint in your eye that the reminder of Paul being in this match has really brought up the old wounds.
I think my chopping hand is going to need a little bit of warming up for when I see old school Paul.
Is this anything to do with the donuts?
Yeah.
Why would you bring that up? Why would you?
Because
no. Why would you even bring that up? Like, come on.
Because this is something I when I looked back over the match, obviously one thing I will give you every single one of you, even the GMs that probably shouldn't have been involved as much as they were. That match was unbelievably entertaining, and the donuts seem to be a big part of that. And one of the clips that I've seen many a times, which I would probably be stuck with in my brain if it happened to me, is you with a fistful of donuts stuffed in your mouth during the match. So is that lingering on your mind? Maybe if I had just re-brought that up and now it's I might have just caused problems for old school Paul and about meaning to, haven't I?
You're digging him a deeper grave, and I can't wait to fill it.
Yeah,
with donuts.
I was just about to say, just like that jam-filled donut, and that's okay. This is the thing. One thing I keep finding, I have to remember, I am also a promoter here. I'm a wrestling fan, so I get excited when I see things unraveling. And yeah, maybe I've just called. Maybe Paul's going to watch this. I mean, Paul's on holiday. Paul's going to love a little podcast while he's traveling around America, potentially running into his tag team partner, asking for a couple of tips on how to do. I believe this is Paul's first Rumble. So I'm really not helping his cause at this moment, am I?
Listen, I think old school Paul's probably got an ally or two in that match. He's certainly got fewer enemies than some people we've been talking to tonight. So
this is, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. Yeah.
No, I like it. You got to put the cat amongst the pigeons, the Bavarra amongst the brave, or things like that, just to keep it interesting.
David, we started here, and I felt like there was less of a smile on your face. Like I said, the attitude you're coming in with, I'm very happy for, because I want this. I am someone that is putting on wrestling shows. I want this to be the best Rumble there has ever been. So if you're going in there to tear it up and you're going to throw out every other man, like you said you are, I know one thing at least. If you don't, you'll go down without a fight. You won't go down without a fight. And yeah, it's going to be amazing what we see come out of that Rumble.
Trust me, everyone is going to feel the fight that I'm bringing when it comes to TDW and that Rumble.
Okay. Skip.
That's me.
Pulling on the fact that we are, neither of us are actually involved in this, but we've been around this long enough to know.
Yes.
We spoke about everybody in the Rumble. We spoke about, potential of who could side with who. Your money sticking with your tag team partner, or
You know what?
This is the hard thing when you've been around this for so long, right?
It has. I alluded to it a minute ago. A Rumble is completely unpredictable. Anybody feasibly could win it. It comes down to equal parts luck, equal parts skill, equal parts preparation, and equal parts playing the ball where it lies in that exact minute. But you can never discount the king. There's a reason why RJ Singh's been at the top of the game for as long as he has and will continue to be for as long as he so wishes. He'll win the Rumble. I have no doubt about that. The Strong Dads will go on from strength to strength. The fact that RJ's 24 years in, is still holding championships, still defending championships. It's not that he's here just to be part of the old timers round. He is still one of the best. He'd say that himself. He's a very humble man. He's a very talented man. But Brother RJ would say there's a reason why he's still doing this. There's a reason why he's still challenging. There's a reason why he's still at the top. It's not just for the retirement tour. It's because there's still plenty in the tank. And Singh is still king.
And that's exactly what I wanted to hear, because the one thing we're forgetting to sort of allude to in this isn't just to say I've won the Rumble. There is the other side of this event. We have the tournament. There are 4 men in the tournament, and the winner of each, the tournament and the Rumble, will then go towards the belt that's sitting over here.
Keeping your trousers up.
Yeah. The TDW Men's Championship. That person will be crowned. David, this is where I can turn to you again. You win this Rumble. Again, I do believe you are a favourite and someone that can put to what you've said into practice. You've got in the tournament Will Tyrrell, Jimmy versus Jimmy V. The winner of that will then face either Gary of the Flying Scotsman or Sir Ryan Matthews. Who do you want to face? Who would you like to see on the other side of that? If you win, you put exactly what you said into practice. You win. Who do you want to see on the other end? Who do you want to see in June?
I'll take any of them. Because again, at the end of the day, there's only one result. Death by slam.
Snoo.
If you're going to press me, if you're going to really put the nails to me and really ask, well, 2 of those boys I know really well. Jimmy V, Will Tyrrell. I know them so well. I've faced them in the ring. I came up with those 2 boys, and it would be so much fun hearing their spines crack against the mat, hearing their ribs get crushed with every slam. Yeah, a little bit of a throwback might be a fun time. And me and Will, we've definitely had some brilliant matches in the past with, of course, my hand being raised.
So there's some history there, but there's also the side of it. I mean, I assume you've never crossed paths with Sir Ryan Matthews or Gary or either of the Scotsmen. So there's new paths there that could be created. Okay. Again, this is something you've did. I'm trying to instill with you where this leads, because every person I speak to about this, I have to remember one of you is going to be our first champion, and I want the best champion we can have. And I believe we've got the 14 best men that can possibly be that champion. And I just want to see, I'm excited to see, and that's not undermining anything you said about yourself, David, who it will be that will win that championship. Is it a David Bavarra? Is it an RJ Singh? Is it the underdog in Kid Rock? Is it Sir Ryan Matthews over there in the tournament? It's a lot of questions to ask. Skip, with nobody in the tournament that you are a tag team partner of or former tag team partner of, any
Not that I'm aware of.
favourite choices for the tournament?
Oh. Okay. Gun to the hand, gun to the hand, gun to the head, gun to any part of the body, wherever it could be. Just nowhere too private. I've only been in the ring with one of them, and that's Sir Ryan Matthews. And I've got to say, he might be one of the best, I don't like the word underappreciated, undervalued, underutilized. I don't like using those words, but I feel like he's a bit of a hidden gem in the UK scene. Championships, wherever he goes, taking on world-class opponents like Rhino recently. Just somebody who is 100% on the ascendancy in his career, and it's a pretty sharp trajectory, all going northbound. Then you got Will Tyrrell, another powerhouse, Jimmy V. But I've got to say, gun to the head, Ryan Matthews.
Okay, I absolutely agree. So you see, this is what I love. You see, everyone we're talking about, it's hard to pick because everyone's got such potential, and that's why I'm excited. Let's end things there, guys. It's been great chatting with you both. As I said, David, I love the fire that you've come back with. I love the new side of David. I'm excited to see what happens here, how this plays out. I'll see you both next week, February 28th, Basildon Sport and Leisure Club. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.